Alright, so today we're going to be reading the Star Rail Amphoreus book for after the most recent story. Was it 3? Wait, what patch is this? Wait, is this it 3.5? 3.6, right? Gotta be honest, I'm getting confused with what patch we're on. I will be honest. I don't actually 100% remember. I think we're on 3.6. Yeah, I'm gonna say we're on 3.6. So, obviously, wait, I just want to quickly check. 6 days until Saritra comes out. I'll be pulling for her when she comes out, alright? On probably a live stream. So make sure you go check that out on my main channel. But yeah, it hasn't been that long since the last one, but that's mostly because I did the last one extremely late, like just before the next patch started. Well, I'm doing this one a few weeks late at this point, but obviously I had other stories and stuff, and well, yeah. Anyway, let's get to this. Alright, so we got another one. This one I feel like it's gonna go more into... Okay. Yeah, okay. So we got Hycelins, Saritra, Evernight, and the Danhung, which I gotta be honest, I thought they wouldn't be any because I would have expected to get a lot of Danhung next patch because obviously this is the World-Bearing Titan Danhung, obviously. So I would have expected more to be out because he hasn't become the World-Bearing Demigod yet, right? So, but anyway, let's get straight into this. Who are we going to start with? I think we're going to leave Evernight till last. I think we're going to start with Danhung. I feel like it's going to be the least. Oh, it's only one. Anyway, I feel like it's going to be the least important since he hasn't become it yet. Earth Mending Dragon. Alright. Ye are the oldest of countless beings, and must protect these brothers and sisters.
In the years spent wandering the earth, the giant dragon always remembered the Titan's words for their worth. The beasts of the land surrounded it in protection, while twisted beings shuffled and roared, and delicate chimeras climbed up its shoulders. After, the tiny humans came into being. They dashed alongside the giant dragon, then, in the blink of an eye, disappeared across the land.
Okay, this is gonna give me, Tevat vibes, where there were dragons and then humans came after, right? But... I mean, Amphoreus, people have always said it's been, tailored, after, from Tevat and Honkai Impact, so... Obviously, it's quite noticeable. What a beautiful era of peace.
Yet the deep irises of the giant dragon saddened in gloom. The ancient creature saw, earlier than the Titan did, hidden in the deep ocean, the incoming doom.
I mean, I feel like next patch is going to be very interesting with Danhung becoming the World-Bearing Demigod. It's going to be very interesting. With what happens when he exits the Vortex of Genesis and stuff, like the combat in the cutscenes, even the combat in general, but the combat in the cutscenes is gonna be flipping insane. I cannot wait to see what's gonna happen next patch, especially with Danhung, and obviously the interaction with Danhung in March / Evernight. So, which I don't know if it 100% is March, properly March, or is it just March possessed? I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
The giant dragon recalled, at the moment that strife was born, the chalice of plenty sighed, and the heretical tide spread from the seabed. Bearing their bone-gnawing pain and agony, Giorios tightened every fiber in their body,
against the dark tide,
no longer hearing
back
the
tide.
call of their creations clearly.
Your pain cannot save the lives in this world.
And now,
sorry.
The dragon silently turned and departed, leaving the plateaus and mountains of a secluded world and entering the bustling cities humankind crowded.
That was my mistake because the last two of the Titans talking, I had to skip. I had to click to skip to the next thing. And go into the habit of that after the two.
Thousands of years later, the giant dragon realized those tiny creations of Kefali had rooted their civilization in time.
How can there be such a huge Dromus?
Dromus? No, that's a walking mountain of gold.
Oh?
Curious residents were amazed at its appearance, while greedy brokers calculated its value.
Is this of the dragon?
Yet the giant dragon simply walked in leisure, not harming a single building of any stature, nor paying heed to anyone. It quietly listened to the people's language.
Can I understand it?
And its form
Yes, it.
dissolved in the flames of war. Many years later, Akula closed their eyes, and the giant dragon's steps were finally halted. A swordmaster who broke the waves stopped its way, and a ruler, commander of the chessboard, looked up with inquiry.
Ooh. Saridra?
Are you the Dromus that has been attacking all states?
The commander invited the giant dragon to hunt the divine flames together. The giant dragon nodded.
I guess they're both things of that
but
next
it did
match.
not look at the commander, and never mentioned where it came from.
This is so interesting because I feel like we haven't heard about any of this happening with like a dragon, have we? I don't think we have. So how is this going to be? Like, are we going to get more? I guess we're going to get more past stuff next patch with like what happened. But it's like Saridra teaming up with a dragon. I mean, obviously there's been a bunch of cycles, but it's like this is so weird. Well, obviously. I mean, she's dead now, isn't she? Well, in this cycle. So I'm pretty sure everyone's dead. So... Yeah. I'm so curious how, like, what this is and see if they're gonna show this in any, like, form. Like, any flashback or whatever, I'm not sure.
Its
Next
timeless
patch.
sight had already seen past the flame chase's final plight.
Unless, I mean, I guess this is just talking about Dan Hong, right? Because he is obviously a dragon. But Dan Hong's never met Saridra, so I fucking don't know. Dan Hong's never met Saridra, ever. Literally never. So I don't know.
Giorios shall be executed here.
Ooh. Oh yeah, that's the name in the Dan Hong's thingamajig. Dream marketing.
The Titan, in a painful daze, closed their eyes with a sigh.
I do not blame you, wild ancestor of all souls.
Suddenly, the mountains shook and the land cracked.
Ooh.
The wounds dealt by the black tide, once mended by the Titan, now tore the land apart again.
Oh wait, oh did he trap the black tide in a mountain? That's interesting.
The calamity of lands asunder. Who should shoulder such a duty? The giant dragon sunk into the earth in answer. For the earth was the breast of Giorios, and the dragon's birthplace. And from that day forth,
I guess we got the
Amphoreus
cash
had a new legend of how a giant dragon collected the broken lands and once again made the earth whole.
Oh, that's interesting. Interesting they're calling it Earth. I guess Earth isn't just like the name of a planet, right? But it's not just a noun. It's like, what was it? Called a verb? Fucking don't know at this point. Interesting. I'm just curious. Obviously, we're probably gonna get the rest of that next patch. I'm just curious what's gonna happen with Dan Hung, and I feel like a lot of that would just make more sense. All right, let's do Hasidra. Oh my god, we got 3. Jesus Christ! All right.
When entering the Flame Chase's currents for the first time, all the Swordmaster saw were colorful fish. She had already experienced the Imperator's dangerous games. She had long grown used to the giant beast's silent face. Carminum's charms and Helcalithist's gentleness warmed her like a spring breeze. But as Fragoris missed his throne and Bramalis debated with joy, she was sometimes at a loss. Occasionally, the Swordmaster would sink into hesitation, and even that messenger of fate could not get her to laugh. Till one day, a golden trout's bubbles floated into her gloomy waters.
A Goliath. Maybe.
In that holy city
Maybe.
where golden figs grew, the messenger of fate led to her a maiden dressed in glamorous gowns.
What kind of clothes are you even wearing?
Wow.
The girl snickered behind
Oh
her
yeah.
hand, while the messenger pulled on her sleeve.
Aggie, don't be rude.
Oh yeah, because Hycelin's told us that her kind doesn't wear any clothes, but she's forced to buy a Goliath. She's forced to buy a Goliath. Always minimal
Such
clothes at least.
hubris, delicate fish. Are you not aware that there's food on your face?
Damn.
The messenger's eyes opened wide.
Aggie, you've been snacking behind my back again.
God damn.
Posing me like this. I'll get my revenge.
The girl ran away in a fit.
What? Was this when a Goliath was a bit younger? Sounds like it.
The Swordmaster smiled, and before she knew it, her hesitation was gone. After that first meeting, the richly dressed girl often came in greeting.
So, you really came from the Sea of Souls? Do all the children of the ocean dress funny like this?
The Swordmaster did not chase the girl away, but also did not respond. So the girl used her hands to meticulously measure the Swordmaster's torso all around.
You can't be seen like this. I'll send you a new dress.
Some days later, the Swordmaster appeared in finery at a ball. All were
Nice.
awed by her splendor,
Is that the outfit she's
with
in now?
only the Imperator thinking in wonder.
How rare to see you like this. Oh, so lonely, Gladius.
The Swordmaster's wardrobe grew full, and people praised Akima's Gold Weaver for her cheerfulness and splendid skill. But only the Swordmaster noticed that the smile on the girl's face gradually faded as the flame chase progressed. The calamity of lands asunder added to the girl's weariness.
Thing is, what?
The battle of the
What
grove
cycle was this?
robbed the light from the girl's eyes.
Like, this is the thing you gotta think about. What cycle was this? What cycle out of the 33 million cycles was this? Which one? Which one? That's the one thing I have to think about. Which one? Like, I actually don't know. Oh, shit.
Yet another feast arrived where the Gold Weaver was absent. The Swordmaster donned the most majestic garments and gently knocked on that door shut tight.
And Goliath is not going to the parties anymore?
The singing voice of Dux Gladiorum hailed
There she
the
is.
prelude of the feast. Guests clamored and cups clinked. And only
Cannot wait to
the
pull
Gold
for her
Weaver
in a week.
had no thought of enjoying the ambrosia.
Who would have thought? I've sunk so low that I need you to comfort me.
She gave a bitter chuckle next to the bonfire.
You were as gloomy as the bedrock of the ocean when we first met.
The swordmaster held a tall chalice containing liquid pure, reflecting their two faces.
I remember you were once curious about the stories under the sea. Then allow me to use my songs to reveal the past known to none.
Ooh, okay. I will be honest, I do kind of miss reading. Obviously, if you don't know, for the first, like, 3 parts of this, I read most of these, because obviously the MC wasn't being voiced. So I didn't know that these were supposed to be voiced. So I do miss reading these. I feel like I think it was fun reading them, but yeah. Those days are over now, man. Those days are over. Yeah.
In the depths of the Sea of Souls was a kingdom of dancing ghosts. Its residents all had melodious voices, and music enveloped every ocean current.
Sorry.
For the queen loved her people deeply, thus drowning out all sorrows and leaving only feasts and twirls. Only one rocky castle was silent, one belonging to the princess of the ocean, a princess named Electra.
Oh yeah, that. Oh.
Were
I
a
remember that
monster of the depths to invade, the princess would raise her sword to engage.
It was at the higher
The
up.
people always rang her triumphs before she returned, for her swordsmanship was superb, never suffering defeat.
Princess, come enjoy the feast with us.
The triumphant people raised their glasses, yet she declined, with a smile and a wave. The children of the sea thought she was shy, but little did they know that in the dead of night, her castle too echoed with music. Though that music was loud, twisted, and invoked spite.
Ooh. Okay.
Before a song even
Alright.
finished, the princess was already biting her lips, and the sea foam brushed away her tears.
All of your people sing and dance with skill. So why do I alone lack a good singing voice?
The princess wept, her face on the queen's knees.
The ocean's favorite child can control the waves and is invincible in battle. In exchange, Talantin took away your singing voice.
Can't have everything. Guess
Consoled
that's what
the
she's saying.
princess, caressing the other's hair bun. Finally, she relented and took a chalice.
If you're truly troubled, then imbibe the honey brew in this blessed chalice and throw yourself into the feast at ease.
The liquid in the cup sat still, reflecting her loneliness.
Princess, come sing with us!
The people outside her window invited her warmly still. She finally ceased to hesitate, drinking down all the honey brew in one swallow, and leaped into the crowds.
Damn.
She played music and sang,
Yeah, allowed her to sing.
smiling and dreaming. When her song was over, it felt as if waking from a dream. The people rushed to raise their glasses.
Imagine if it didn't work. Jeez.
But as soon as the honey brew touched her lips, the princess plummeted to the ground, and her cheeks became rosy in drunkenness.
Fucking hell, it was alcohol. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, since you've regained your melodious voice, you can no longer enjoy a feast while sober. Oh my god! What is that trade-off? What is... Okay. What is that?
The whispers of the ocean filled her
Oh,
ears
it's funny.
as the princess fell drunk again and again at the prelude of a feast.
Seems like you still have not been able to get rid of that curse.
The gold weaver softly took the cup away from her hand.
If you want to enjoy yourself to the fullest, then leave this honey brew till the very end.
She
Oh, the end of
smiled,
the party.
then tilted the cup towards the gold weaver's lips.
Even if one is burdened with imperfections, I beg you to remember not to refuse that sip filled with fantasy and dreams.
God, she's getting addicted, bro. She's getting addicted.
She returned.
Oh no, her
home
name was
after
Electra.
many years.
I forgot about that.
The
Her name was
princess of the
Electra.
ocean stood alone
Shit.
with her sword
I forgot about
drawn, stepping over the blooming blood of her peers. Before her, the creator of the sea sirens and the mother goddess of feasts was already sinking into the drunkenness of imminent death.
Pour for me, Electra. Whether it's crystal clear honey brew or that heretical calamity.
When the blood pact of the law won over the ocean's core flame, the sea siren once again lost her melodious voice.
I'm
We did
willing to
hear her
accept the
sing,
final
right?
Imperial
First.
command. But it is a pity that our feast was ultimately a mirage.
The deep sea became a silent place of dwelling. Hugging her knees, Electra locked herself in. Savage and fearsome monsters swam past her, but none dared to interrupt her tragic dream. Till one day, a golden trout's bubbles floated into her gloomy waters.
Long time no see, Gladius. Excellent. Now you have truly become the ocean's bedrock.
Old friends met again, and new friends came in greeting. Many messengers came in company. The playful kitten hid behind the golden trout. The butterfly of the deadly shadow fluttered in courtesy.
Oh my god, Cypher! Oh, sorry, I was trying to think of her name. I kept going to Cyridra. I was like, no, that's not her name. Cypher. Jesus Christ. There's too many characters that sound like their names sound really similar. It confuses the hell out of me. Like, it straight up confuses me, bro. It does. It's like, I forgot what game it was. Oh! Wuthering Waves, where freaking half the characters' names start with fucking C. So I don't know who is who. Like, I always forget Camellias. Like, I always forget her one because, like, there's too many. Like, make different names. God damn it.
If you don't mind,
The resplendent pearl sparkled.
we
Ooh.
hope you can regain your strength and sing for the world once again.
Oh my god, what's her name? It starts with C, doesn't it? Oh my god, see, I can't remember. It starts with C. Fuck.
Electra raised her violin sword in doubt, as the strings had long ago rusted and snapped. But a few golden strands cleansed all the filth around her, then stretched out to become new strings.
Oh?
The golden strings showed Electra that the world she loved was not yet silent, and the journey of deliverance continued still. Yet the path to the Sea of Stars would not be a carefree feast. The golden trout never met with her again, and the waves brought endless news of sorrow. Amidst the long wait, she remained bound by decree. All the flames had died out, extinguished until this world fell into eternal silence. And the wordless enemies in the deep sea were the audience of this rite, the Theorus.
You already know that the world is just
I
an
guess?
illusion.
What the fuck?
The sea siren gazed out beyond the heavens and once more raised her glass to fill it with honey brew.
Since the mirage of pleasures can only disappear like foam, when you return, will you save some ocean spray for me?
This was a city of festivities, where never-ceasing songs eternally filled the air. Chrysosaurs, demigods, and mortals all came to feast from the four corners of the world. It was beautiful and radiant, performing the sea siren's drama amidst the revelry. The siren once longed for the banquet to never end, yet she witnessed the music fade and the guests disperse. As a fish, she was destined to drift with the waves, whether amidst the surging tides of evil or immersed in the currents of the starry sea. Until a millennium later, when the fish from beyond the sky finally took their seat.
I enjoy banquets. How about you, little Grey Fry?
Great, bro. The nicknames. Yeah, that's right. But I did not expect to hear Lygus, bro. That actually took me off. So that was definitely more to do with like this cycle, which is very interesting. Which is very interesting. Look at that. Times are the same. Sorry, let me I want to start updating Fortnite while I'm doing this. So I'll be playing it after I do this. So let me. Oh, I need to get the free games as well. I can wait. Yep, update. Alright. Hopefully let that go. Alright, let that go while I'm doing this. Sorry, I was a little bit thinking about that during that, so I'll just do it now. Alright, so Ridra. I need to update Woowa as well. I'll probably do that tonight though. Chessmaster Monarch. She got 3 as well. Jesus Christ.
Back then, the tides of the Chrysos War had not yet engulfed this city-state of Talenton.
Alright.
And the young princess inside the gates once loved to roam without worries. She snuck into forbidden grounds while the servants were away, but was shocked by what she saw on that day.
Oh?
A chessboard, a
Oh.
stack of pieces, and a strange woman.
This is where she got into chess.
The board dissected by daylight and shadow, the pieces polished from rough stones uneven.
Fancy a game? If you are my match, then I'll call you my friend.
The stranger's voice was husky and coarse.
If you can beat me, then I'll call you my teacher.
The princess proudly retorted.
Oh, I think she already knew chess by this time. Okay, don't worry.
Despite the bravado, the princess had never touched chess.
Okay, don't worry.
The defeat made her study in earnest, acknowledging the other as a teacher. Well, first she learned the knights, bishops, rooks, and queen. Then how to defend, attack, capture, and checkmate.
I have learned all there is to learn.
Barely out of childhood, the princess raced into games of chess. Those who looked down on her faced many losses. Those who glorified themselves forfeited in a mess.
Oh my
At
God.
her prime, none could rival her at all.
But
she still recalled what the
Oh, no.
stranger said.
My origins bring dark omens. So never tell others where your teacher is from.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Then, the waves of the Chrysos War washed over the world. The Achaemons welcomed a ruler. She was deemed Imperator and loved to play
Always say
chess with
Imperator.
herself. She regarded
I hate
all
saying it.
things as pieces, whether Chrysos heirs or Titans magnificent. Before every god-slaying campaign, she thought of the stranger from her childhood, as if that woman had always lived in her mind.
Isn't it lonely to play chess against yourself?
The princess did not understand at the
How do you
time,
play chess by yourself?
but now, she who bore the crown finally
How do you do that?
realized
Properly.
the flame chase's beginning was like fuel being tossed onto the fire, and in the unending road of marching banners and war cries, she finally had the time to meditate. There were often jesters behind the king, curious about her past in her old city lost time. One claimed the Imperator was cruel, executing her own teacher. Another stated the Imperator was biased, learning from an enemy hostage.
Oh, that's why she said not to say where she's from, because she was an enemy hostage. Oh.
Many such
Interesting.
rumors abounded, with no origin found.
Maybe. It looks like just rumors, but maybe. Well, we don't know where that teacher was from.
No matter. That was indeed the criminal sentence I read out.
The Imperator stated evenly,
My teacher was an enemy hostage whom my elders had
Oh,
imprisoned.
it was, okay.
Her state betrayed our alliance and must be executed according to law. But she taught me chess. So why can't I chisel the word teacher on her tombstone now?
when the princess personally cleaned up the possessions of the dead, she caught sight of an incomplete game.
Oh, did you want to finish it?
The stranger's hoarse chuckle still echoed in her ear, laughing at the eternal fate of imprisonment, and at how the one facing her was the princess of the enemy.
Is this your final game for me, my teacher?
The princess imagined the end game over and over. Even when she took the imperial crown, she still dreamt of the black and white board. The concealed truths suddenly dawned on her during a more difficult contest in the future. An unfinished game might be the opponent's lifelong barrier.
Oh. Oh, the hands. The hands there. Alright, next one.
The Imperator's army stormed into the northern states for the first time, passing through city gates scorched by war.
Another tyrant still!
So exclaimed the angry child. The rock tossed from up high hit the girl's crown. The crowd shrieked and retreated, fearful of a ruler's flames of fury.
The child just threw a rock at her, bro. I guess she wasn't angry, though. I guess she wasn't angry.
The girl reached out, not to straighten the crown on her head, but to help up the child shivering in dread.
I heard in the old laws of this land, whoever assaults the crown shall be punished. But I wear another land's crown. And your old laws should also be abolished.
After many days, the gold weaver discovered in shock that wearing a crown or a hat to the side was now this land's fashion, likely to remain with the Imperator's name in tradition.
She's like, what? To the side? Oh no.
The so-called
What she would have said,
with
bro,
golden
was so
blood in their veins all have the qualities to fight for the core flames. Who's to say this was not the gods' plan? To have the heroes at each other's throats so the divine could hide in old law's lair and laugh, play, and gloat. Who made this world a chessboard, and with one stroke, one river, created the boundary between God and man?
Dux Gladiorum, Dux Carminum, Dux Helcalithist, Dux Fragoris, Dux
Jesus
Lumaris.
Christ.
Heed my call.
The girl stood before a mighty army with her scepter.
Today, I will insist on crossing the Rubicon. Gather the might of all heroes and begin the journey to slay gods!
Damn, that's a...
Half of the core flames
That's a
were
goal,
now
please, bro.
in her hands, and the hidden trickery titan stirred, leaving taunts.
Grow taller, puny empress. Otherwise you won't be able to catch me. Wow, making fun of her height is insane.
The Imperator summoned the
That's
heroes
insane.
to discuss, finally stopping after much hesitation. As they had already pinned down the bones of Earth's beast, they let that thief live for a bit longer in bliss. The warrior of the fractured blade laughed boldly.
Our sovereign is good at open strategies and struggles with trickery. But where is that live fish?
Her voice sounds very familiar.
The Imperator replied with a chuckle.
Her? She probably disliked the scent of cats and submerged herself in the baths.
The cats didn't get her.
The years spent with her dukes didn't seem too far distant. Yet only after the end of many wars did the heroes discover how the Imperator's form walked more and more alone.
The road of a ruler is a lonely one. One day, we'll only be able to see her retreating form.
Dang.
The Swordmaster of Singing Waves was worried too. When all others had departed in intoxication, the two of them gazed into each other's eyes, towards torrents deeper than their fates, and sank into profound silence.
Drink one more cup with me, my dear follower.
In the end, the Imperator first broke the silence.
When compared to the taste of salt and blood, I sometimes miss your ambrosia.
About the destruction soon to be born and the eternally occurring extrapolation, the anti-Catherians spoke of all this in words unceasing.
So this is the old world I must fight against.
The girl's expression bore no sorrow or tragedy. Instead, she looked more solemn and ready than ever. whoever stated the two kings could not meet face to face in chess?
I am the sovereign of Akama. I once faced the gods. So what do I have to fear about the laws hanging behind such gods? I will chop up the old laws and let them be firewood for the new.
No matter the cost. That was the Imperator's lifelong conviction. Never changed, always persistent.
Damn. I guess she did change one law, right? She did change one law. Damn. This is gonna look very nice at the end. Very nice.
I dreamed that the Imperator statue stood before the world-wearing altar, her gaze level with that of the gods. Then, blood gushed out from the statue's orifices, and the people, in cheers and elation, washed their hands in that golden blood.
Jeez.
The tyrant's life will end with violent death. None will weep, and all will cheer as her statue topples.
They did cheer when she died. They did do that.
She will die before the dawn comes.
A vengeful aristocrat. One whose title was stripped by the Imperator. Thus.
Oh, okay, he's just mad. Don't worry, he's just mad. He's just
I cannot
mad.
agree with your excessive deeds. You have imprisoned Trebios' split selves, demanding that divine authority regress into the ruler's mouthpiece. We will reveal your future with the prophecy. And tell in truth, your crusade will indeed be a smooth path. Yet in the same breath, we see omens of your death, a demise in an absolute pure darkness. Even so, please excuse us, as our eyes continue to be drawn to your crown's flames. Dux Futurum. We don't exactly hate that name.
In the name of Yanisopolis' priestess, holy maiden, and oracle, thus spoke the Imperator's Dux Futurum.
That was Trebios? Interesting. Maybe they were different names.
Allow me to remind you, your life is now on a countdown with the fall of law. And you will become
This is what Liger sorta.
I must confirm. Is our deal still going strong? Is the future I promised
The deal wasn't strong from the start.
satisfying than the
It wasn't strong from the start.
The prophecy. Ah, you are as resolute as always. Good. Oh, as ever, this prison of gods, Amphoreus, and all mundane and average worlds need someone like you. A daring ruler. Let us end this despicable extrapolation together.
Amphoreus is Theoros, the Imperator's co-conspirator, Lycurgus, thus spoke.
The Imperator betrayed the Flame Chase Alliance. And I was the sinner who paved the way for her achievements. Like how a deep-sea fish cannot escape the tide's push and pull, I granted her an end fitting for a tyrant. Her dying smile gazed towards my tear-swelled eyes. She commanded me to wash away all sins and filth, and return a blinding dawn to the holy city. She commanded me to set up stones and monuments in lightless seabeds to commemorate our friends.
Wait, I want to ask quickly, because obviously we saw her die, like, in the story, we saw her die in, like, the shallow water, because Hycelin's, like, chained her technically to the puddle because she wanted to sacrifice a titan, a demigod to change the law, but then Hycelin was like, no, fuck off. If you want to change the law by sacrificing a demigod, you're gonna be the sacrifice. So then, in the end, Saridra did sacrifice herself to change the law, and no one really knew what law she changed. Was that in this cycle? I actually don't know. Like, what is that in the cycle that we're in now? Like the last cycle? Or was that in like a previous cycle? Like, I'm not entirely sure. It'd be nice to know because... But I guess we'll probably like find out, right? I guess we would probably like find out. But... I don't know. I don't know if that was like a previous cycle, or if that is like this cycle. You know, like, I wasn't sure. I'm not sure.
But
please let me know
if
you're watching right now.
Her achievements. I will rest with her in a lonely song.
Electra, the last heir of the ocean, who played music on the waves alone, spoke thus.
Please record the truth of my life, dear author. No need for words of praise or solemnity, just as I once instructed Dux Carminum. The histories of rulers are not for recording our merits, but for warning future generations. As for why the Imperator died, and what reproach she would face in life and death, those should be left for the new world to judge. Now I have personally entered my end, a self-flagellation. Let the boiling gold covering the holy city be stamped with my name. For I am certain I have won half a move.
That's the thing I was talking about.
And this unfinished game will be left to the future to reach completion.
Like, with her dying like this is what I was just asking. Was that in this cycle, or was that in a previous cycle? Like, I'm guessing that was in this cycle, since it's in the context of Lygus, like, talking to her and talking to, like, Hysolans and talking to them about, like, the plan and stuff. So I am guessing this was in this cycle. Right? Like, I am guessing this was in this cycle, and all these stories are in this cycle, because obviously we weren't there for most of the time, so obviously all this probably happened while we were gone. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That all of these stories right now are from this cycle that we're in right now. It's just what we've missed. And she died like this in this cycle. She died like this in this cycle.
Saridra, the only Imperator the holy city had ever seen, spoke thus.
I cannot wait to pull for her. Alright, that's all. Okay, we still got one more for both Hysolans and Saridra. But interesting, alright. Now we got one more, which is Evernight. And we only have one. The mysterious rosy celestial maiden.
My friend, have you heard of the rosy celestial maiden?
The MC's friends with her. We've been on her with the whole journey. But yes, I have.
Whether in a corner of the archives or in the depths of a cave, you can always find legends about her.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be honest, I do want to talk a little bit. I am very curious about, like, March and Evernight. Like, is Evernight actually properly March, or is it like a copy of her? Or is it like Evernight is Evernight March possessed? And it's not actually March, because Denhung and that are like, you're not March. You're not actually March. You don't sound like March. Even the Trailblazer was like that. So I'm curious if it's like a possession. Cause it definitely reminds me of Sakura from Face Day Night Heavensfield, if you've watched that. I don't know why it reminds me of that. So, like with the possession, like the possession and stuff. So I'm guessing she's like possessed by like something, and obviously she is the time demigod. But I'm just interested to see what's gonna happen with it. And like I want to learn more of how she became Evernight and if she actually marched. But yeah, that's what I'm curious about. But I'll definitely learn about that next match. 100% I'll learn about the origins next match. So yeah,
She
probably
had
before
hair
Denhung
like
becomes
a
the
rosy pink
demigod.
dawn, and a smile that could thaw the most glacial ice. Some say she was Nikador's nemesis, while others say Nestia was infatuated with her. Oh, mysterious and beautiful celestial maiden, how I wish to turn into a slate, forever etched with your tale.
That's a new level of simpery. Jesus Christ. That's a new level of being a simp I have never heard.
Many claim to have seen that celestial maiden, either in the half-remembered dreams of early morning, or in the gossip and whispers after supper.
And also, how long? Also, I want answers to how long in this cycle has she been Evernight? Like, how long has she actually been in the Amphoreus cycle? As well, was she recently yet or not?
Whispered in my ear.
She once saved my life.
She gifted me an ice crystal.
It sounds like she's definitely like out and about with the public, which is interesting. She is out and about with the public, so it's like she's not hiding herself from the Amphoreans.
Her worshippers recite her deeds, even writing some into family.
But I guess she's like a wisp in the wind, right? She's there 1 minute, gone the next. You can't really see her, and maybe they probably don't know what she looks like. I'm like,
curious
she probably does all the show
poets
herself.
ask up and down the land, only to find that the details of these encounters are difficult to recount, even for the witnesses themselves. In the entire holy city, there are none who can provide proof.
Yeah, she's like a
her
wisp in the wind. Yeah.
It is not known since when the Celestial Maiden was always mentioned together with time.
That's what I'm. Oh my god, this is like talking. This is like literally like also asking the questions that I literally just asked. How long has she been it? You know, that's crazy. That is actually wild.
People recite her name during prayer to beg for miracles to appear faster. It is said that even in the selection of priests of time, girls with pink hair are preferred.
Oh. I guess, yeah, with Mem and, oh, fuck, I forgot her name, such a C, it's Cyrene. Cyrene. With, like, Mem and Cyrene, right? Kind of the same thing, like that, you can.
They still didn't pick me. Maybe I need to go dye my hair.
The brunette candidate was upset, but the examiner responded with a smile.
Don't forget the healer of Twilight. Has a head of pink hair. She's a descendant of the sky.
Oh, Hysolence? Why? Like, I gotta be honest, him speaking was really weird. It was like, sorry, I like zoned out for a second. It was like really quick. It felt off, really off.
Scholars and
Hysolence and
discuss at length the origins of the rosy celestial maiden, but all mothers tell the same tale. That princess came from beyond the sky. Her shooting star, like crystal ice, pierced the fog of the Vale of Evernight. She made friends with the Titan, and whenever the month of Evernight descended, they would meet again. The children loved that tale. Therefore, as the moon turned and shifted phases, the story became true. But someone always questions, unable to read the air.
There are no worlds beyond the sky. So how can the rosy celestial maiden come from there?
It's an old man speaking. I'm just saying, they are more set in their ways usually with what they've been told during the whole life. I'm just saying.
Rosy celestial maiden, a world beyond
the more stubborn.
The reckless adventurer takes out the photo stone, claiming it is the true work of the rosy celestial maiden.
Oh?
The citizens laugh at this tale, with few accepting it as true. After all, long before the guests beyond the sky arrived, the legend of the rosy celestial maiden had already covered the world.
Wait, even before she arrived? Huh?
So, my friend, have you really heard of the rosy celestial maiden?
I don't know. I don't know at this point. Well, March, yes. Evernight, I mean, technically yes, but not. We don't know anything about her. So fuck, I don't know. You're making me second guess it. Making me second guess at this point. I wonder if we'll see March in this. I don't think we ever will though. All right, that is everything. See everything we've gotten. Look at this. Boom! Everything's happening a bit slow because I'm updating Fortnite. So my internet's going into that. Oh wait, what is this? Oh wait, we get to learn about these? Oh, okay. Wait, this is where we get to learn about everything. What the hell? Oh! That's how much the thing has happened. This is like where the progression of Iron Tomb is at, 99%, and we've interrupted the progress. And I think we're gonna put it down. That's sick. That's sick. And we're about to put it back to like 97%, I'm pretty sure. So this is where we get to learn about everything. That's interesting. Yeah, it's really... Oh, these are like the names of all the Cryo's heirs, right? Like this is Fainted, I'm pretty sure. Oh, this is I think this one's Fainted, right? Forgotten you. Oh, so this is March. Interesting. Well, this is weird. Huh, and... Wait, this is crazy. There's so much stuff here. Interesting capitals, A and W. Yeah, this is interesting. There's a lot of stuff. This is where we get to learn about Iron Tomb. The Iron Tomb codename was proposed by the IPC and eventually used by Lygus. Oh, okay, interesting. What the heck? Iron Tomb, the cosmate, is also an entity but a copy of the structure's equation diffused by the scepter. Interesting. But yeah, that's interesting. What the heck? That is interesting. I didn't even know that was a thing for now. But I might need to either read through some of them or something. If there's any important one of those that you think I should read, please let me know because I'll definitely read them for a separate thing. But yeah, that's all of them. I hope everyone enjoyed. Obviously, the next one we'll do was next half. I'll probably will also wait till like halfway through the patch until I read those ones. Obviously, in a live stream, I'll be pulling for Sarija. So make sure you sub to my main channel if you want to see live streams. I've been live streaming Roblox as well quite a bit. The next thing I'll be streaming for Roblox is some more brain rot. So make sure you check that out if you want to see it. I'm pretty sure I'm guaranteed, right? I'm pretty sure I'm guaranteed. I'm pretty sure I am. Yeah, I am. Alright, I am guaranteed, which is good. So, that's nice. But I hope everyone did enjoy it. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I guess we'll see everyone in the next one. Look at him. Looks like he's a little hat on. Oh no.